All right, what is good? I have a new hard drive here ready to get it going. LSBLK. This should show you what you got. You want to look for something that hasn't really been partitioned. There's no kind of sub partitions here. And looks like that's the SDC. So let's get started. We're going to be using parted. That's just one of the tools that are available. There are probably other ways to do this. Sudo apt update. Always want to start with that. Looking good. Maybe we'll go apt list dash dash upgradable. I literally just ran sudo apt update, so not sure what the heckity heck is going on here. Well, whatever. So we'll go ahead and just not upgrade those right now. And then we want to sudo apt install parted. I already did that. Then to find the new disk, you can use lsbulk, or you can do this, which is a little bit more direct and has less room for error. Grep error, this is going to show the disk that doesn't have any labels, hasn't been formatted in any way. And that's the SDC, which is what we saw up here. SDC. Cool. So now let's go ahead and get to partitioning. All right, so we got two partition standards, the GPT, which is a GUID partition table, not the generative pre-trained transformer, and the MBR, the master boot record. Now, we want to use the master boot record because it sounds cool, but it is only available and working for hard drives that are less than 2 terabytes in size, or storage spaces that are smaller than 2 terabytes in size. This is a 4 terabyte hard drive. Got it off Amazon for about $69. Nice. So we are not going to be using the master boot record, although it does sound infinitely cooler. We are stuck with GPT, which is the newer and recommended partitioning system. Okay, so let's create the new partition, and we are going to be using the NTFS file system. The options that we have are the XT4, which is not supported by Windows, the FAT16 and FAT32, which are supported by Windows, Mac OS, or OS X, and Unix. So if you are on a OS X or a Mac system, you're going to want to use FAT32, and the HFS, Linux swap, and the others are not even in the question. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a primary partition, and we're going to go ahead and run sudo parted-a opt/dev/sdc/mkpart. That's the command. Then primary for the type of partition. Then NTFS. And then we have a percentage here. And we're going to go from 0% from the beginning to I'm going to partition half of it. That way I don't get too frivolous.
And if I need more than 2 terabytes, I'll have to do some other stuff. So I don't, that way I find that if I do that, then I'll start prioritizing saving space over just putting any old garbage in there at any time. I might even just make it 1 terabyte for that reason. If I really need more, then I can get more, but I don't want to initially have all that. I don't want to be using all that space.
So actually I'm going to do 25%. So we're just going to give ourselves 1 terabyte. That should be enough for now. And we want to focus on not using up all that space. I don't need a whole nother terabyte of data. I shouldn't. So that's how you do it. And we're going to hit enter and we're good to go. And now we're going to check LSBLK, and there you go. You see the single partition that we made. It's about a terabyte in size. Obviously there's some nonsense with how these numbers are calculated with the 1024 and all that jazzy. But we got it. And that's how you do it. And next we want to, all right, let's create the file system on the partition. This is just another step to kind of initialize the partition properly. We want to use the NTFS, so let's double check where we are. Let's do the LSBLK, and we got the SDC here, and we're at SDC1. So we want to go ahead and get the fresh screen here and sudo mkfs.ntfs. I'm not sure if this would work because in the man page it only specifies FAT16, FAT32, and X2, but X4 definitely, EXT4 will work, so let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure this will be just fine. And we'll go ahead and call this partition file system, let's just call it AI_weights. And we'll go ahead and put in that dev/sdc. But let's double check again because I forgot. lsblk sdc 1. Good. Okay, that's where we're at. And then we'll do sudo mkfs. That's the command. The ntfs is the file system. -l is the label, the flag to add a label, and we'll call it AI_weights. And we'll put it in the dev/sdc1. Type in the super secret password. Oh, whoops, forgot. Okay, I forgot the slash in front of it. So clear. Scroll back up to my mistake here, and it's actually /dev because we want to go to the top. Then we should be good. Unless we're not. You got to be really careful with these disk commands. But fortunately, there's nothing on this disk. So worst case, really nothing. We just do this again. That should be right. And it's going to take a while because it's a full terabyte. So we'll come back when that is done. It's going to initialize everything with zeros. I think now it's a random set of values that can potentially cause problems. Maybe. I don't know. All right. And after that, I am already mounted. You can run the df-h-x-tmpfs command, and that will check if your disk and file system is available, and mine is in the media, which is where I want it. You can mount it elsewhere if you see fit, but if you're using a relatively except if you're using Ubuntu, it should automatically set you up, and I don't see any reason to put this anywhere else. It's recommended to go in the mount and make a folder called data, but if you leave it here, that's fine, I think. And then it is going to be easier to just remove it and plug it back in if you feel the need to do so. So that's basically it. Pretty easy process and easy to follow, really, just for me, because I will be doing this quite a few times. I am eating through all this space. So that's all I got. We have a little repo for OpenAI's API that will be coming out today as well. Or, well, maybe not today, but at some point, pretty soon. Peace.